Size of the lug nut is 21 millimeter. Guys, when I'm working on the ground like this, I like to put the tire next to the hub assembly so I have something to sit on. If you don't have a stool, a little work stool. That's the first step. We're going to take the caliper off. That is a 10 millimeter socket I'm going to use with the ratchet. I'm just going to get something to pry the caliper off with. Before you pry it off, you do have to move the spring over off of the caliper bracket. So there's that spring, I just had to move it over. There's the caliper. We're going to put that on the control arm so we don't let it hang and put pressure on the rubber line. Now we take the rotor off. This one pretty much fell off. Lots of rust in there. And actually, it fell off because on this one, there's no brake shoes. The emergency brake shoes are completely gone. All right, guys, now for the next step, we have this is the cotter pin. We're going to remove this. We're going to take this axle nut off. I like to use a little penetrating lube. This is Justice Brothers. This is the best stuff out there. It's better than PV Blaster. Definitely worth it to buy. Give it a little spray. Got to take the nut off. This is a 32 millimeter. There are 4 bolts that hold the wheel bearing in. A little tough to see. I'm going to try to get you a shot here. The bolts that hold the wheel bearing in are 15 millimeter. So we're going to loosen all 4 of them. 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Now it is time to hammer the bearing off of the knuckle assembly. And before we bolt it in, we're going to put some Loctite on it. We've got a little gel tube of Loctite. Now it's time to put the rotor back on. Now that that's tight, we are going to put our cotter pin back in. All right, after that is tight, we're gonna just plug in the wheel speed sensor here. All that's left to do is put the wheel back on. All right.